Here's the disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. Cryptocurrencies are risky. Do your due diligence and invest at your own risk. You can lose money. What's up? My name is TrajicK Jeffrey, and today there will be no champagne sipping, crypto pumping. I can only give you the real in the crypto world. Today is episode 6, and I know some of you are going to be pissed. Welcome to Crypto Plunder. What's going on, everyone? Ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all today? Or what you identify with, because some of you may identify with being a bear. Some of you might identify with being a pig. And some of you may identify with being a man-bear-pig. Today I'm going to talk about a cryptocurrency / exchange / whatever that is being hyped all over the place. Like this weekend was hanging out with some family friends, and even there at a family friend's house, the name of this company came up. So I made a promise to them that I would do a video on this one, and for some of y'all, I know I'm going to feel like a wildebeest after this video goes out, being hunted by lionesses and cubs. Because I know some of you are very passionate about this trade, very passionate about this company. Some of y'all pump this company on your YouTube channels, Facebook pages, Twitter pages, your LinkedIn's, your everywhere, your Instagrams. Y'all are pumping the hell out of this because you're so excited. The company that I'm going to be talking about today is Bitconnect. Yes. Bitconnect. It's grown legs and out of a head and is crawling around and is now alive. So this is the company we will be dealing with today. So let's get right to it and cut all the rigmarole. Bitconnect currently is $116.85. So if you had just traded the BCC by itself, you could have just earned money on the BCC. So there was a way for you to make money without having it be inside Bitconnect's business model, right? And as you can see, ads everywhere for this thing because it's being pumped up everywhere. So let's look at it. January. So let's say if you had just bought this thing in January at 17 cents. And what markets is it on? Nova Exchange. So you could have gone to probably one of these exchanges. See, the biggest one is the BCC exchange. So you're going to have to exchange it on their own platform. So they're making, out of this entire business model, they're making money off of the trades of their own coin on their own exchange. So you have to be inside Bitconnect to buy the coin to then do whatever you need to do. So they're making a demand for their own coin, which is not dumb, right? So let me preface this by saying I am not invested into this company. I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't invest in this company. What I'm going to be doing is going down my due diligence road, as I typically do, show you some of the things that I found, and then show you some of my ideals of what I would do with my money, not your money, but my money, if I had $100 to put into anything, right? So as you can see by their website, they have their, we're on CoinMarketCap. So if you see, they have a website and there's an announcement for them. So you can go to the website, and then here the website looks great. You can see the team, like right there. There's a team picture. Don't you know? So you can see it's a Asian coin built in Asia. And there's a Y, and you can download the wallet, and you can do proof of work or proof of stake mining with it. So there's plenty of things that you can do to get revenue, to be able to see that this is kind of interesting. They have a roadmap. Let me just wait for it to load. All right, so let's go here. We're going to look at this. They have a roadmap. I've already opened it. So here's their roadmap. They had the ICO in November 2016. They have an exchange. In February of this year, they have the wallets come out. They had a mining pool. They did some partnership with marketing campaign in April, iOS app in May, promotions. They have a staking wallet. Staking is gain interest on holding the coins and staking them for a longer period of time, saying, hey, put your coins up and we'll give you some money for keeping your coins with us. In September, they'll be doing, this is in August, so that's this month. They're also doing some feature building and security improvements, okay? September seems to be an aggressive marketing campaign, so they're going to be pushing this really hard. They're going to do some ceremony event in October. Launch a smart card, a music video album launch. I'm not sure why they need that. I guess it's promotional video. And they're doing partnering with some merchant site and service provider. Merchant site? Partnering with number of merchant site and service provider, instead of partnering with a number of merchant sites and service providers. So what you're going to notice is the way it's a very broken English, which, I mean, it is, as you saw from the front page, it is based on an Asian market, but that also means that they don't have a real strong American proofreader that will proofread their stuff before they put it out, because this is a graphic, and if you're going to put it on a graphic, you should make sure it is perfect, grammatically. So let's try to figure out what this is and what it does. Now, if you go to the guide and you click on it, okay, if you go to the guide and click on it, it just kind of tells you how to get set up, right? That's really all this thing does. It's not here to help you other than get set up with their coin. So for me, that's like, if you're going to give me a guide, why not give me a guide on what to do or why you're doing it? This is from December 16th, December 24th, 2016. Okay, so when you click on the About, it basically takes you back to the home page and drops you down here. And it's basically Bitconnect is an open source, peer-to-peer, community-driven, decentralized cryptocurrency that allows people to store and invest their wealth in a non-government controlled currency and even earn a substantial interest on the investment. I'll be talking about that as we go. This means anyone holding Bitconnect coin, or holding the Bitconnect coin in their wallet, will receive interest on their balance in return for helping maintain the security of the network. All right. So let's click on the read more. I'll open that in a new window. I'm having to open this in a new window because their website is extremely horribly slow. So it says Bitcoin is an open source peer-to-peer community. We'll be discussing that in a minute. Community-driven decentralized cryptocurrency. So they're saying that this is a community-driven crypto. So understand, This is a community-driven crypto that allows people to store, see the grammaticals, that allows people to store and invest their wealth in a non-government controlled currency and even earn a substantial interest on the investment. This means anyone holding Bitconnect in their wallet will receive interest on their balance in return for helping maintain the security of the network. Do you wish you could secure your future? Don't you wish you could secure your future and financial stability in a safe way? Are you tired of centralized banking and the misleading promises of third-party lenders? Gain financial freedom. What can you expect? So basically, they're not really telling you anything. All right? They're really not telling you anything at all. They're just saying, it's the same generic stuff that you're going to see from other websites. All right, so it says here, visit the Bitconnect community site. So when I click on that link, I went to this page. Now I've had to stop and pause this video because their site is like slow. So I had to keep pausing it. Like typically I don't have to do that for any of my videos. I can just go live. But I've had to stop and pause this just so I can try to get things to load. Now here's an issue. I mean, it could be just the fact that there's a lot of stuff going on, but it says this page, bitconnect.co, is currently offline. However, because the site uses Cloudflare's always online technology, you can continue to surf a snapshot of the site. We will keep checking in the background, and as soon as it comes back, you will automatically be served the live version. All right. So this is telling me that they're lagging like a mug right now, and it could just be traffic. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'll give them that. So basically, Bitconnect, the crypto revolution, stake, invest, trade, mine. They have a video you can watch on what Bitconnect is. I haven't watched it. And then they have news and regulation and all that other stuff, right? So I'm not going to keep clicking on this stuff. You can click through all this, read their FAQs. What I want is an understanding of what Bitconnect is, right? So let's just get to that, because as you can see by going through the site, they're not really giving you any information. So I went to another one. I'm on Steemit.com, and it's to a post by the grinder, Bitconnect scam exposed. I'm not calling this a scam, but he had the graphic right here that I'm interested in. And what it says is for $100 to $1,000, their volatility software interest will be up to 40% a month after 299 days. Okay? We'll get to that because I have some stuff up for that. So after 299 days, you would get 40% of your software. So for the most part, what I understand upon looking everything, they have some type of trading system, and that trading system makes money, and they kick out interest payments to you daily on their trading software. Now, nobody's seen this software. They don't have anything that shows that they have some type of trading software. That might be proprietary. They don't want to show it. But there's nothing really here on the site that proves that they have it and doesn't disprove that they don't. So if you go here, again, when you're on their site, they don't really talk about their trading software. They talk about their coin. They show some statistics. They say it's valuable, fast transaction, decentralized. This is their coin itself. Their mining, their exchange. When you come to their actual site, build, trust, represent cryptocurrency ecosystem, open source platform. So they're talking about a platform, self-regulated financial system. It talks about, they don't talk, you notice they're not saying anything about their trading system. See what I'm saying? If you had some type of trading system that's supposed to be making you money, why wouldn't you talk about it? right? So I wanted to dig a little deeper. So I went to, again, you know, I love the webarchive.org, web.archive.org, and the Wayback Machine, and checked out Bitconnect's old page, right? Because I like looking. So I went back to November 13th of 2016 to see what their site looked like, right? And when you click the Contact Us button, this is the page you got. And you can see the address here, right? TN248EZ, right? Panorama Park Street, Ashford, England. So I went to the government website in the UK. Okay, Panorama Park, Ashford, England, TN248EZ, right? Same. Company is a private limited company, 14 July 2016. Here's their accounts. The first account was in July 31st, 2017, due by April 14, 2018. Incorporated on, again, but look, confirmation statements overdue. First statement date, 13th of July 2017, was due by 27th July 2017. So right now they seem to be delayed in their filings. All right. So if you click the filing history, it's just the only thing that seems to be with the government was the fact that they filed a statement here, and the person, and you can download and read the PDF, and the person that's installed as the officer is Ken Fitzsimmons, and you can see it's for this same correlating address. He's the director, his date of birth, appointed by British, UK, and the business owner. So this guy owns the business, right? Again, some more records from Endol. Again, this is just to say that they have some information out there. There is some records of them, but for this is not that important on whether or not you should or shouldn't trade. It's just to say that this company, this is the same company. So when somebody says, oh, it's not the same, if you see someone say, oh, well, the information online is not for the same company, you can scratch that already. Okay, scratch that out of your mind. This is for this company. And according to the paperwork that we've just looked at, they are delinquent in some of their filings. Let me put this on silent. So, since they're delinquent on their filings, that kind of puts a little red flag for me if you're going to be in this for, you know, if you're making a business out of this. They evidently don't care about their UK business, right? So we're not seeing it. This is not a company that cares about filing in the United States, filing in the UK. And there's going to be plenty of people that are going to say, oh, well, why should they? Because people come knocking on their door. Look, we're going into transparency. You're dealing with people's money. You're dealing with tens of thousands of dollars. If your business needs some adequate, if you wanted more capital, well, then you're going to need more capital, all right? Now, of course, there's something that was said, and I'm probably going to have to quickly look it up because I did not bookmark it, that they were a part of some new fund. No, they filed papers. Go to the fund's website. I'll put it in the description if it's important to y'all. But they filed their paperwork. It does not mean they were approved by the SEC. They can't be approved by the SEC. There's no place of business in the United States. Let's make sense out of this. All right, they filed some paperwork to have a fund that would list it on there, but the SEC has not approved that yet. And they say it on their website, and I'll leave a link to it. I won't go into that right now because this video, I don't want it to be 5 years long. All right, so now on their webpage, if you go down to the bottom, you'll see that they have a GitHub page, right? So remember, they said this is open source. Right? So typically that means there's a community, an open source community, because you're saying it's community driven. So you should have an open source community. So when you click on this GitHub link, you're going to open up and see this. Here's the Bitconnect page. Actually, you'll actually end up being in here, or one of them. But anyways, you click in here. You see it is for the same website, bitconnect.co, and you can see that there has been no update to this software here. Okay, well, maybe it's their other software. Maybe their other software has something, but I don't see anything for any of their other software here. There's no links to any of their other software here. See what I'm saying? They have their GitHub in only one place. So when I go into their GitHub, they haven't updated in 7 months. In a world where everything should be tweaked and updated on at least a monthly basis, they haven't updated a thing in 7 months. Now, maybe they're doing their development elsewhere and this is just a place for them to download their stuff in and you just get downloads. That's fine. But don't say it's community driven, because it's not 100% community driven. It's community driven as far as how it's being pushed. It's not community driven in the development of the said software, because there is 19 commits and only one contributor has committed anything to this system. 19 commits. Last commit, latest commit, February 10th. So let's not say this is 100% community driven and the software is updated, because it isn't. Right? They're not doing proactive updates here that we can see. So it's not open, real open source, because we'd be able to see the changes going in and out on a consistent basis. If we go back to here, we have the announcement page. And once you click on the announcement page, you will go to the Bitcoin Talk forum. You end up in page 1. I like going to the last page, so this way I can scroll through and read and see what people are saying. They're calling it a Ponzi scheme. I'm not calling it a Ponzi scheme, and I'll tell you why later in the video. I'm not calling it a Ponzi scheme. They don't need to be, really. Then, of course, there's something they're saying here. Bitconnect changes the logo to distinguish itself as a market. It distinguished itself as a market leader, because HubSpot got on them because their logo looks too close to theirs. So it basically just added some stuff, twinkles to their stuff. And that's basically about all that's really changed. And of course, they have their wallet. This is a Ponzi. So when you go to the last page, you're kind of getting this today. Like, I have today's sentiment. I opened this at 9:42. So I'm getting today's sentiment, right? Still, I'm not calling it a Ponzi. Later in the video, I'll tell you why they don't need to be. Even if you think they are, or you don't think they are, I'll tell you why they don't need to be. Let's move on. I was hoping this would be working, because this was part of my video. I'm going to put this on pause real quick, and I'll come back when this is loaded, because there's problems with their website. Alright, so far it's been over an hour. I'm still waiting for Bitconnect to come back on so I can finish this review. So once this review, once they come back online, I'll finish the review. Okay, we're back. So now that they're back and running, we can continue with this. Alright, so Bitconnect, as we saw up here, and if you go to the markets where you can trade it, BCC exchange is the largest place to be able to do any type of exchange of Bitcoin Connect, okay? So since they are an exchange, that means there are fees, right? So it says on their website, this is Bitconnect's website, that Bitconnect has the following fees and limitations on withdrawal. All buying and selling trades are charged 0.25%. That's 0.25%. What you're looking at here is the fact that since they are an exchange, you're going to have a 0.25% of your order on your order. So when you do, let's say, $1,000 that comes out, 0.25% or $2.50 will be coming out of your transaction. It's a minor transaction fee, it's a small transaction fee, but yet again, it's another money sink, right? So you put your money in, and they're taking a small percentage of that out. And people say, oh, but it's small, it's not a lot of money. If it's $1,000 and it's only 0.25%, that doesn't seem like a lot, and it's not a lot. But at the end of the day, you're still losing a small percentage. You're not getting $1,000, you're getting 900 and change. Okay? So now I wanted to do some math because I like dealing with numbers. Since I don't want to deal with the business model and trying to figure out its business model, and you invest $100 and they have a affiliate system so you can make money. I'm not going to deal with that. If you want to find out how this particularly works, I got confused, and I just like dealing with numbers, simple numbers, right? So what it says is they have a calculator on their website, right? So if you go to, they have a volatility calculator on their website, and it says, what I did here was click and chose the last 6 months, the principal of $100. The 6-month rate told me at the average of 6 months that their 6-month average, it was 0.93%, right? And then the term of the length was 299 days, which we already know is how long they hold your money there. 299 from $100 to $1,000 is 299 days that they hold your cash. So we know this already. So what they say is you're going to get $278 and 01 cent in profit and 7 cents, 278 and 7 cents, right? Then return your principal at the end of that 299 days, and that would be 378.07. That's what they say. Okay? If we go over here though, if that's what you make, so what's the 299 days? So what I did was a unit converter, and it says 299 days to weeks. So take 299 days, turn it into weeks, and convert, and that is 42 weeks and 5 days, right? That's what it says. So what I did was I went to another calculator because I like everything to be automated. Starting from today's date, 42 weeks, 5 days, I want to subtract it and give me the date. So it gives me, I calculated that, and it says from Tuesday, August 22nd, 2017, subtracted 42 weeks and 5 days, normalized to 299 days. So you're seeing the calculation is equaling what they're saying. The result was Thursday, October 27th, 2016. So why did I do this? What I wanted to do was, I said, what if I had invested 299 days ago from today? If I had taken $100 and invested it October 27th, 2016, well, I went to this investing.com website, and what I did was I did just that. I took the US dollar of $100 and I got the equivalent on 10/27/2016, and I would have had 0.1452 Bitcoin. So 0.01 Bitcoins are what I could have had. If I then had held my Bitcoin, just held it, I would currently have, let's say the same thing, 0.0152, 0.01452, same as what I had over here, 04512, 01452. If I take that, brought it over here, I did the calculation, right? Converted it today, I would have had $569.70. But wait a minute. They were going to give me how much? $378.07. So guys, here's the math in Google. The number they were going to give me, the number I would have had if I held, means I would have lost $191.63 doing this. And that does not include the transaction fees that we talked about, right? If we go back here, that doesn't include these transaction fees. So we would have lost a little bit more money. So think about that. All of this time, you spent 299 days waiting, praying, hoping, going through crashes. And yeah, you could have made money with other people getting involved, there's where you make your money. You make your money really getting other people involved. But if it is your money, if it's just your dollar, you've actually lost money. Okay? Look at it again. If you just invest your money and didn't bring anybody else in, this is how I'm dealing with this business model, not the affiliate side of things where you're making money from all this other stuff. That can always make you look good make a company look good when you're adding the affiliates on top of where you made money on other people. When you're making money on other people, yes, this number is nothing. You probably will blast by all this. But I deal with this as a self investment. You by yourself, you're not bothering anybody else. You're just investing your own money. You put $1,000. You're not going to sit there and get anybody else involved. You're going to invest your money. You took $100. You put it in there. If you had done that earlier, going back here again, I'll show you. If you gave them $299, $100, and you left it there for 299 days, you would have gotten $378.07. Okay? This is very simple. $100, 0.401452. Take that number. 569.70. That's 70 cents. You would have lost $191.63. I'm repeating that again because I want you to keep it simple. Let's just deal with 100. But you know what? Let's go to 1,000. Let's do 1,000. Take $1,000 at the same 6 months, 299 days, 299 days that we're leaving that 1,000 in, because we saw earlier it's from 100 to 1,000 that we're going to have to deal with this 299. And most people might only have $100 to $1,000 to deal with, right? So you calculate that, and what do you see? $3,780. Okay, let's go back and do the same math. I take $1,000. I went back to October 27, 2016. Where did we get that date? I'll remind you that 299 days in this calculator, starting from today, 42 weeks and 5 days ago, was October 27, 2016. This is just to remind you. October 27th, 2016. $1,000 would have gave you 1.4521 Bitcoin. You converted that today, your 1.4521 Bitcoin, you would have had $5,706.80. Losing $1,926.10 of equity that you could have just had buying and holding. So, like I said, I'm not getting into anything dealing with a scam, because why am I going to deal with a scam? When I say that, I'm not calling them one. I'm not calling them a Ponzi scheme, because there's a sinkhole that they're making money. We're giving them Bitcoin. They could just buy and hold, and you're getting back less than what you could have earned if you held the coin yourself. Now notice, I didn't talk about their trading platform that's supposed to be earning 1% a day, because honestly, they can give it to you just from the fact that you bought in and held. They could just give you the money because you lost $1,926.10 of equity. That is the math. I'm not dealing with what the company does. I'm not dealing with anything else that they're doing. I'm not dealing with this robot. I'm telling you, when I look for a business and I'm looking at their business, I'm sitting there saying, wow, of course you can pay people. You're not losing. Yeah, you might have up days or down days, or up days or down days, but how many days of like you're getting BCC? So you're not even getting money on their exchange. Now, is there some exchange stuff that might pad this out and make this better for you? Sure. But I'm not sure about that. Their price is built on the fact that people like the coin. If the coin no longer has a value of the 120 something dollars, because it was a 17-cent coin just earlier this year. So if you had just traded on the coin, you would have made money. And if you trade out of it, if you had bought low and you sold it high, you could have made a decent profit on it if you knew about it in advance. But I'm just dealing with, can they support the business structure? I can see a reason why they could, because you gave up your percentage of your Bitcoin profits to them. You gave it up. You got $3,780, but would have had $5,706.80. All right, guys. So again, if this is something that you're in, I'm not beating it up. I'm not trying to spread FUD or fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's not my job. My job is to look at assets and try to rationalize them for myself. As somebody who's been in investments, been in options, who's invested even in high yield programs and lost my shirt on those, I always look at a business as to say, how do they make money? Is it sustainable long term? Truthfully, because people are giving up the equity of a coin that's going to go up in value over time, yes, it's going to take dips, but it is underpinned by the energy that miners use. Unless all the miners stop mining it, this coin will go up. Bitcoin will go up on its own, which it's proved that it will go up. So if you had just bought and held the coin, yeah, you would stress about Bitcoin's fluctuating price, but you could have just bought, forgot about the damn thing, and sold it a year later. See, Warren Buffett is a value investor. And if you see value in something, then you don't care about day trading stuff. You're not trying to get minutia of a $5 here or a $10 there or a $20 here. You're not trying to be a day trader. You look for a good property, you look for a good product or service or company. You're looking at it and then you're saying, do I think it's going to appreciate in value or depreciate in value? Bitcoin, pundits all over the place are saying that Bitcoin's price is still undervalued. So can it go up? Of course it can, because now it's spreading to other countries who have now legalized it. And there's still more countries legalizing it left and right. There's still many people who don't even know about it yet, and that are starting to get into it. There's many jobs opening up in New York, California, Atlanta, Georgia, North Carolina that are Bitcoin or cryptocurrency based. So do I see more and more people, more and more companies getting involved in the crypto space? Yes, more commercial investment is coming in. So does that depreciate the value of something or appreciate the value of something? It appreciates the value. So I could still buy and hold. Don't care about the fluctuations, even 1,000 points up or down. I just buy it, wait till next year. Because if you had done that in October of last year, October 27th, you still would have made a better profit with less stress. All right. So what I'm telling you is that if you're making this trade, you're giving up some of your revenue, and if that's okay with you, then fine. The only way I see you make the most amount of money is that other people getting involved, where you're getting other people who are going to give up their equity to get involved. That's the affiliate program that they have. So unless you're going to do the affiliate program where you're referring somebody else and they put in their money and then you get a certain percentage of that, and they're staking and all that other stuff, but understand, you sold your Bitcoin. At the end of the day, I want to make this simple. You sold your Bitcoin to get their coin. They now have Bitcoin that they can just hold on to and let appreciate in value as they pay you out slowly, off of the appreciations of the money they've made off of other investments from the day before, or the month before, or the month before that. So again, I can't call this a scam, and I'm not going to. What I'm saying is they've got a hustle where you're losing your money. You're losing money that you could have held yourself. All right? So, guys, if I'm just far-fetched and I'm just left field, give me a thumbs down. If you see these numbers and you just don't care, and you're just like, you know what, I don't want to hear you. Even if you do, I say give me a thumbs up if you hear it and you're like, you know what, Jay, that's all right. It's still an investment where I would rather have them do that, plus with this affiliate thing, plus where I'm making money over here, plus the appreciation of their coin. I'm able to do I'm able to make more money. I like this. Give me a thumbs up if a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I don't give a damn. Whether or not you like what I'm saying or don't like what I'm saying, all I'm saying is everything that I'm trying to do is just try to give you as much value as possible so that you can see these companies, these crypto companies, just eye level. Nobody's above or below you. No company is above you. Nobody's your savior. All right? I don't ever want you thinking that somebody or some company is going to save you, because if this business model doesn't hold out for them, then all of a sudden you say, oh, they cheated me. No, go into this with a rational mind state and never put more than you're willing to lose. Now, you just seen the numbers of 100 to 1,000, and there's people that got $10,000, $20,000, $100,000. People have taken out loans on their homes and their cars and their girls' cars. Be careful with these assets, because this is all speculation. So please subscribe to the channel if you want more information. Hey, leave some comments below if there's some decent things that decent trades that you're interested in. You'd like me to check it out. The more I see them in my comments, is the more I'll put them on my radar. So just because you post it once doesn't mean it's going to happen. In fact, this one was due in part to the fact that I'd seen Bitconnect everywhere. So please like and subscribe. Please hit that bell if you want to get notifications. I appreciate you taking time to listen to this long-winded rant, and I want to thank you so much for taking the time to listen. This is TrajicK with Toxic Hustle, where we give you no pump. Peace out.